Hello, my name is Gloria. Welcome to Treasures Unspoken, the brand that provides psychosocial support to pregnancy loss victims and also creates awareness to the society against unrecognized grief. If it's your first time plugging into Treasures Unspoken, I truly appreciate you and I'm grateful that you took time to come and watch this video. If you're a regular, I appreciate the support you always give me, and like usual, I send you lots of love for being a support system and actually working with me this journey. Today we will be talking about what pregnancy loss feels like. But before we do that, maybe you've never subscribed to Treasures Unspoken, or it's your first time you just bumped into this video. I kindly request that you hit the subscribe button so that anytime I post a video, you get a notification and you can come and watch more of my videos. Please like today's video, share and comment. Let me know what you think. So like I had mentioned before, today we are talking about what pregnancy loss feels like. You may be wondering, you may be there, especially for the support system, you don't know what pregnancy loss feels like. Actually, there are many emotions when you're going through pregnancy loss that may come into play, that you may want to find out what is this, how does it feel like for the victim, for the mother, for the parents who are going through this. You would really want to find out how does it feel like. In most cases, like any other loss, we got into shock. You are actually most of the times not sure how to process everything, get into reality, and try to find what exactly is this. In most cases, we start with denial. You're like, this didn't just happen. You feel like you are lost, you are shattered, you're broken, and you're like, no, I was just pregnant yesterday. In fact, it's like I was pregnant the last second, but right now I'm no longer pregnant. So you get into a denial mode. You feel like everything has just ended, but you are like, no, it hasn't. Tell me it's a lie. For most people, you feel like, tell me I'm not in the present moment. I don't know what this means. I cannot even comprehend what this actually is. So you find yourself most of the times in denial. You are unsure of what's going on. You cannot even comprehend or bring yourself to understanding that you have just gone through loss. That's the first emotion that would actually come in: denial. Did it just happen? Did it just occur? No, it's not me. Then as we go by, after now, reality settles in. You realize I've just lost a baby or babies, because you might be going through a loss of twins, or a single baby, or triplets. Name the kind of loss you could be going through. The next thing you might feel is a lot of sadness, emptiness. You don't know how to actually process this and just come to terms and reality with, I've just lost a baby, a pregnancy, and you are too sad. You could end up being teary. You break down most of the time because you're processing that. Reality is now checking in, and you feel like everything has lost meaning. Because how do you start explaining that I was just pregnant 2 minutes ago, 1 minute ago, the yesterday, last month, and today I am no longer pregnant? So you end up in a phase where you're too sad, too emotional. You may be too a crybaby or something like that, because emotions come in, will kick in and check in. So you find yourself in a phase where you have processed this, it has happened, but you are too sad to even digest the fact that you are no longer pregnant. For the support system, it would be a bit different, because they're trying to give you or to put you in check so that you are okay, or actually trying to stabilize you, or others would leave you on your own to actually find your way into the grieving process and familiarize with yourself with the new reality that you are no longer pregnant. The other emotion that would actually present itself when you've gone through pregnancy loss, I'm just talking within 1 week, 2 days, 3 days, within that time frame, and you are trying to realize, oh, so I just went through loss, and now the other emotion that could check in is you feel empty. You feel like it's the end of the world. How, in fact, somehow when you lose a pregnancy, it makes you less scared of death, because you feel like whatever you are living for just lost sense. it's not there. You no longer have anything to fight for, and you'll be there trying to navigate your life, bringing yourself back to a balance of emotions and trying to be sober and whole. But the emptiness would actually mean a lot for you, would put a toll on you. You may not truly be able to accept yourself the way you are, because this new reality means you have to forget that you are pregnant. But most of the times you don't even are in a position to realize or to say that I lost. And that emptiness, if you do not take care of yourself very well during this season, it's when you could slip into depression or stress. You get other post-traumatic disorders that would come along. Then the other emotion you would be feeling like, or what pregnancy loss feels like, it feels like you feel guilty. Guilty because maybe you did nothing or you did too little to save the baby. I remember like with the first pregnancy with Ziel, my husband was very guilty because he was wondering, did I do the right thing? How else would I have supported my wife? I didn't know how to take care of her. On the other hand, with the second baby, myself, I blamed myself so much because I felt like we did too little to save Chavi. Even when God had given us the signs or the warnings or the triggers, we never took them serious because maybe we believed too much on the word of doctors versus believing in God and what He would do for us. Actually, He gave us a warning that we feel like if we did something towards that, maybe we could be having Chavi right now. But again, you see that guilt because you feel like I didn't do enough, and we ended up blaming each other or ourselves for we found fault in each other, feeling like I didn't do enough or what was expected of me, I didn't do that. And you end up in a place of you are guilty, you regret doing this or something that you could have done but you didn't do in your capacity, probably because medics advised us otherwise. And we didn't look at it or give it the weight it deserved or the emphasis, or actually we never gave it a thought as we would have. But later on we came to learn, I wish we did this, I wish we took these precautions. So you may end up blaming yourself, you would end up regretting, you end up feeling guilty because, well, you didn't do enough. And I'm sure if I ask you, my viewer, if you've ever blamed yourself for the loss of someone or a pregnancy or something, somehow as a counselor I learned that everything has a cause unto it. If you look into like the pregnancy loss, most of the times we find ourselves in the blame or the guilty area because we feel like there is too little we did in our capacity. But again, we say that the Lord took us through this because He knew us best, He knew us well, and there is nothing impossible with God. If He wants our life, He takes it. And we thank Him for the times we stayed with our two babies. The other thing you could actually go through as you go through pregnancy loss, and I've just lost, the other emotion that could be present is you may feel like everything lost meaning. Life loses meaning. The people you love lose meaning. You may actually want to really move on fast from this loss, that you want to just go on and look into other things, forget the loss, and probably focus on other things that will make you heal faster. But naturally, a pregnancy loss would always bring triggers, especially if you don't have other babies in the picture. And maybe I should cite this to you. Pregnancy loss, whether you have other babies, whether you have lost another baby, whether whatever the case, put it anywhere you could, it will still hurt no matter what. It doesn't matter the number of years, the number of months you have gone through pregnancy loss or since your last loss. You actually end up in a place where it hurts, but now the memories might not hurt as much as they hurt on the first day. Because where you are right now, you look at things and try to imagine, especially if you had friends, you had a circle of people who were pregnant, or your neighbors, you know, all those things. Maybe you belong to an organization, a church, a school, your workplace, and you know someone who was pregnant. Now every time you look at them, you look at their babies, and they bring triggers to you. So pregnancy loss, I may want to see that it cannot be forgotten. As much as society wants us to forget or to move on faster, we don't move on. We actually just heal, but now the memories will still come, and they may not hurt as much as people think they do. But now when they come in check, they remind you that you lost and you are here. So you would end up, every time the memories come back, you see reminders and triggers, they would actually bring that up to you, and you will be like, so I went through loss, now digest that and process it nicely. Maybe you get to a point where it shouldn't hurt anymore, or even if it hurts, it shouldn't be as intense as it was. And this reminds me, for some people, they would want to get pregnant as soon as possible. However, medics recommend that you take some time before you get pregnant again, because you want to forget that loss. It actually, you cannot move from a loss today. You cannot move from a loss 2 months, 3 months, a year down the line. No, I lost Ziel in 2019. It still hurts today. I lost Chavi in 2021. They still hurt. Those memories keep coming, but they hurt. The only difference is the intensity of pain is not as much as it was during that time. So there are many emotions you'd go through when you have just lost, because grief is different for everyone. For some people, it will be like good riddance. I was looking out for this, and finally it came through. But yet for others, it will be like the end of the world. It will be like nothing makes sense anymore. For other people, it will be like, I feel guilty. And if you don't go through therapy, counseling, you may not actually process this grief well and heal from it, because you feel guilty, and until you get to the point of realizing that only God gives life and takes it away, you may end up blaming yourself for the rest of your life. And in some worst cases, you could lose your partner, you could hurt others in the process of grieving, because you are there, and people are looking at you and wondering, would you be blaming everyone? Would you be blaming everything? I remember, like my case I've shared before with Chavi. I was mad at the hospital that neglected me, and I kept blaming them. I kept blaming them. But it got to a point when God healed my heart. I got to release that out and set it free from my life. Like, I was there, like, yeah, it happened, but would I have changed the situation given the my mindset or the time frame that I was in? I don't think I would have done anything. But right now I know better that even if I was neglected, even if I was abandoned, even if I was misadvised, I am in a better place to actually handle future pregnancies. I know what to do in the future pregnancies. So I don't know, maybe you are watching this and you've never known what pregnancy loss feels like. But today I'm here to tell you there are many emotions that would come along. Like any other loss, there is denial, and some people would even reject you because you have gone through loss and they don't know how to handle you. Maybe it's not rejection per se, but it would be kinda, you feel isolated from the world, because people don't know how to reach out to you, people don't know how to support you, and they are there wondering, how can we offer help to you? Unfortunately, for most people, they will keep off. So that isolation, that space of being on your own, could actually hurt you more than people think it helps you or heals you. So you would feel actually guilty, you will feel rejection, you feel disappointments, you feel like there are many emotions that will come to play when you're going through pregnancy loss. Uh, my viewer, I don't know if you've been through pregnancy loss, either as a mother or as a support system, and are unsure how to support a mother or a victim who has gone through pregnancy loss, and are wondering, do they even grieve? Do they even feel the pain? Yes, we do feel the pain. And you are here, maybe you are watching, and you feel like there is an emotion that you have been going through, you are unable to process. I would actually recommend that you reach out to a counselor or a psychosocial support system. Like Treasures Unspoken is one that does that. You can reach out for help, for support, to be able to process all those emotions, because when emotions build up, you are likely to fall into depression, you are likely to fall into trauma, all those things. And you know, when you've gone through loss, maybe doctors would use other processes to get the remains of the baby out of your body. And for some, on worst case scenarios, it has been an operation. This could leave you with other wounds to nurse and heal. Uh, or in other scenarios, if you went through the normal birthing process, you also might have some trauma of the cleaning or whatever they will do to you to actually get the entire remains out of your body. So all these, they accumulate into other things that would maybe affect your wellness, your future, or how you live. You may want to talk to someone who actually has gone through this, has been there, and knows best or knows better, because only God knows best. You may want to talk to someone who has been through pregnancy loss, understands it from a point of psychological support, understands it at an individual level. Treasures Unspoken is here to do that for you. Maybe you are looking for counseling services, you have just gone through loss, or you have lost and are looking for someone you can talk to. I'll leave a WhatsApp number on the screen. You can just check down below. You can contact me on WhatsApp. You can drop me a text message. You can also comment on this on today's video. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you need psychosocial support, if you need a counselor, if you need someone to talk to after going through pregnancy loss and are still trying to find your way up there. You may actually reach out to Treasures Unspoken. I'll get in touch with you and talk to you. You can also look in the description or in the video's description. I've left the how you can approach me either on social media or even on WhatsApp or on a text message. So thank you for watching Treasures Unspoken today. I truly appreciate your viewership and the fact that you took time to come and watch this video. I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to know what you learned. Like today's video, share to your contact list and your social media platforms. Also let the world know that there is a brand that provides psychosocial support to pregnancy loss victims. Let people heal. We are here to help people heal and process pregnancy loss objectively and become wholesome on their journey to recovery. Thank you for watching Treasures Unspoken. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like, comment like I've insisted before. Until next time, may the Lord keep you. It's a goodbye for now.